now, Dano Seasoning presents OVW's Thanksgiving Thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OVW Thanksgiving Thunder, sponsored by Dano Seasoning, and what a huge night of action we have tonight. David Serena, are you ready? Action top to bottom, guys. Josh, tell them what's in the pot cooking tonight.
We are going to see Luscious Lawrence and his partner Omar Amir try to wrestle away those OVW Tag Team Championships from the fallen Solavino and the Dark Rev, Ronnie Roberts. And we know that Luscious has had his trouble with the fallen. Could tonight be his night?
Absolutely, but Steve, that's not all. We got women's action tonight.
That's right, the women's championship is on the line. Shaloncé Royale will be putting her championship belt up against the unstoppable danger, Leila Gray, who is looking to become a two-time women's champion here tonight.
But folks, this is our yearly gobble knocker. This is Thanksgiving Thunder. We got a monster-sized main course. I'm talking about Cash Flow defending his OVW Heavyweight Championship against Mahabali, Shera in our main event. It's Thanksgiving Thunder. But we got so much more action before we get there. I think there's only one lady who can get us there tonight. So Linda McKay, my ma'am, tell them who's fighting.
You've got it, Brian. Your opening contest of Thanksgiving Thunder is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first. Representing the fallen, ZDP!
ZDP making his way to the ring, representing the fallen. And guys, last week on OVW TV, we saw ZDP become victorious in a six-man Rush Division matchup of competitors like against Star Rider. I mean, the OVW former Rush Division champion.
Well, ZDP picked the bones last week, and he got a lucky win. But nonetheless, it was a win.
And
ZDP looks to keep that momentum up tonight.
From Austin, Texas, Manny Domingo!
Josh, you talk about momentum. Manny Domingo looking to rebuild his momentum after his failed opportunity against Luke Curtis for the Rush Division Championship, trying to climb his way back up the ladder, and he's going to try to do it here tonight.
Well, not only that, you got to think that six-man match that we talked about that happened last week, that Rush Division match. Manny Domingo is in that match as well, and Josh, to your point, ZDP picking the bones, and I don't think it's the first time he's picked at bones. Manny Domingo was one of the men he stole that win from. You gotta think Domingo out here, the Latino who can go, looking to get a little revenge.
Well, no, you're right, Brian. That's exactly what I was referencing. And what is he doing? What is wrong with ZDP? No, but that's what I was talking about, Brian. He's gone. He's under the ring now.
What a little gremlin. I mean, Josh, you're applying logic where logic doesn't apply.
He's up the other side. There he comes.
ZDP slipping around the ring and trying to attack Domingo from behind, but Domingo was ready.
Well, Manny wants to get his hands on ZDP after ZDP pinned him in that match last week. Manny's been,
Josh, I think you get a little confused. Domingo was not pinned last week. Domingo was tossed out of the ring last week.
Excuse me, you're right.
But ZDP now in trouble in the corner as a determined, as a motivated Manny Domingo is looking to pick up a win here and get back on the course of the Rush Division Championship that he was on just a few months ago.
The mustachioed Lothario laying heavy right hands into...
First son of Austin going face first in the top
turnbuckle. He's biting his nose!
Just don't bite his mustache, ZDP.
He's trying to chew his face off.
What is with the Fallen and biting people, guys? I mean, the Fallen just employing those educated teeth, I guess. Now ZDP just laying down those right hands on Domingo.
ZDP will do whatever it takes to win, whatever it takes to maim his opponent, injure his opponent.
And Brian, to your point, you're right. I misspoke earlier. Manny's got to be livid that ZDP stole that win from him last week.
Just like we talked about earlier. Yeah, Manny Domingo embarrassed, angry that he lost that six-man Rush Division match when he's trying to claw his way back to the Rush Division Championship contention. Big win for ZDP and big night for the Fallen. Almost went 3 for 3, if not for the combined efforts of Omar, Amir, and Luscious Lawrence.
Oh, chopping him up against that chest plate did no damage whatsoever, and ZDP right to the throat there.
But yeah, I think with the chest plate, how much damage is it doing? I mean, he chopped him in the heart, and ZDP, the rest of the Fallen, clearly heartless.
Not the brightest move by Manny Domingo, but in times of panic, those things will happen. And oh, now he's choking him.
just sitting on the man's shoulders, driving his neck into that middle cable.
How do you prepare for a wild child, an unhinged entity like a ZDP? I mean, he can come at you from any angle, any time, before even being possessed. An absolute wild card. But now...
Garlic, holy water, it's probably where I'd start going.
It's a good jumping off point, I'll give you that. But Halloween's over, but Fallen's still just as evil as ever. And ZDP continuing this attack on Manny Domingo, kicking off Thanksgiving Thunder here tonight, sponsored by Dan-O Seasoning.
Haunting Davis Arena, looming over all of OVW. The Fallen have picked apart everybody. Oh, and now choking Manny Domingo here.
Manny Domingo in a lot of trouble here, middle of the ring. ZDP looking to take like another win to the Fallen to impress his fallen brethren. Into the crowd coming alive here, trying to cheer on the Domingo.
Those OVW faithful here, they love some Manny Domingo.
How could you not with a mustache like that?
Would you?
I
What
kill
is it
for
with
it.
you in the mustache?
It just looks so good on him and so bad on me.
You're right.
Domingo comes out here every night, gives it 110%, and this OVW audience is aware of that. They appreciate that effort out of him. But right now, ZDP trying to kick 120% out of this poor young man.
Oh,
CDP now just leaning, putting all of his body weight down across the throat of Domingo.
You're seeing Domingo starting to wane a little bit now. Came out a head full of fire, came out with all the energy in the world.
I think he might eat the cameraman.
Again, picking the bones as ZDP was wont to do. But continuing the attack here, Manny Domingo now, guys, leaning on that bottom turnbuckle.
Domingo trying to pull himself back to his feet. And that's the one thing about Manny Domingo. He never gives up. There's no quit in that man's body.
Manny Domingo, the man who never says die, the Latino who can go from Austin. But guys, he has been grounded. He has had that air offense taken away from him by ZDP as he's digging that knee into the back of his spine.
When you can't breathe, you can't wrestle. And right now, ZDP has been taking the very breath out of Manny Domingo, not letting up at all here.
Domingo trying to get some momentum behind him, rolling from one side to the other, manages to get up to a knee there.
Just swinging wildly like he's trying to pick a lock, just trying to find an opening and finding a way to get out of this now.
Oh, just ripped down by his hair.
ZDP just cranking up the aggression, cranking up the virile nature of every member of the Fallen, really.
Manny Domingo fighting to climb back up the ladder towards the Rush division. ZDP fighting just for the sake of fighting, for the sake of violence.
ZDP charges in, eats a boot for his efforts. Look at this! Rana off the second by Manny.
Beautiful hurricane runner from Manny Domingo working his way back into this matchup. But guys, he's taking so much damage. How much can be left? Well, ZDP doing that sickening sit-up.
Second wind out of Manny Domingo here. See if he can keep this momentum rolling.
Domingo feeling it now, guys, but can he capitalize and turn this into a win under the bright lights of DC Productions?
Needs to spend less time celebrating to the crowd and, doing things like that. Gory special.
ZDP dropped face first. I think Domingo's looking for that 450.
Look at it, Manny Domingo now, the energy flowing through him from the OVW faithful.
Domingo a go 450. ZDP roll middle of the ring. Manny doesn't got it here.
He does!
Your winner of this match, Manny Domingo!
What a way to kick off OVW Thanksgiving Thunder, sponsors by Dan-O, and Manny Domingo, yum, got him some.
And there you see Mahabali Shera getting ready for his championship match coming up later tonight. You gotta wonder, what mindset is he in right now?
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And it is for the OVW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. From Nassau, Bahamas, Omar Amir. And from Thunder Island, Mr. Juicy, Luscious Lawrence. And their opponents, accompanied by ZDP and Shawna Reed. They are the Dark Reverend and the Nephilim. They are your OVW Tag Team Champions, the Fallen!
OVW Tag Team Champions, the Fallen. And Josh, you mentioned Amon being taken to a local psychiatric facility, and you say you're thankful for that, but the Fallen, I think they've just gotten somehow more evil, more depraved, more desperate.
Oh,
speaking
look at that. CDP
Speaking of
just
desperate.
taking a championship belt and smashing it into the face of Luscious Lawrence.
No, the referee Shane Chess is ejecting ZDP after his cheap shot to Luscious Lawrence with that championship.
He is absolutely livid about that. Omar Amir on an island, ladies and gentlemen.
Omar Amir on his own, battling the Fallen right now. His partner been laid out from the get-go. The Shawna Reed still at the corner of the Fallen, guys. Still the numbers game.
Well, you know, we've seen the Fallen have a chokehold on the OVW Tag Team Championships for I don't know how long now, and you see exactly why, Brian.
Well, I mean, the thing is, there's a multitude.
He's biting
He's
him.
chewing on his head.
Again, those educated teeth of the Fallen coming into play, and that's one of those things that you don't know which direction they're going to come from. You have no idea how they're going to attack you because they're depraved, because they're insane, because
And now
they're
look at this.
crazy.
The Dark Rev just choking Omar behind the back of referee Shane Chess.
Guys,
That's
Omar is in a very, very bad position here up against two of the most lethal, deadly superstars in OVW history.
And guys, you're seeing Luscious Lawrence still laid down on the floor. And to your point, Josh, another one of the reasons they're still the OVW Tag Team Champions after so long is because, as depraved as they are successful as tag team wrestlers. They have strategized, they have planned, and honestly, right now, it looks like their plan from eliminating Luscious Lawrence is working out.
No, it's worked out magnificently for them. I mean, yeah, ZDP got thrown out, but they've got the complete. Look at that. I'm sorry, Shawna Reed now just tearing away at Omar Amir. My attention being distracted.
No, again, Justin, that again proves that point that I was trying to tell you with the strategy of distracting the referee, doing some damage, and continue on. As crazy as they are, sometimes crazy works.
No, you're right. And look at this. Now, Revy's just trying to all he's trying to do is inflict pain and punishment right now on Omar Amir.
You're absolutely right, Josh. It looks like this double team maneuver, they're just chopping down the Bohemian Redwood, as it were. They know it's 2-on-1 right now, and they're taking advantage.
Guys, I don't know if they care to defend the tag team championships. Honestly, I don't even know if they know that they hold the tag team championships. Again, they're only out to maim and destroy.
Oh, hold on. Looking for a wishbone here.
That's a wish that Omar doesn't want made.
Oh, gosh. My family did something similar at Thanksgiving, but it was much less painful.
Happy Turkey Day, everybody.
Can Omar Amir somehow find something in the reserves to pull himself back into this?
All right, you can see at the top left corner of the screen, Luscious Lawrence starting to stir, starting to get back to his feet here. But what kind of shape is he going to be in?
Showing signs of life, but Steve, can he pull himself back together? Can he be a factor in this matchup? I mean, Omar Amir has taken so much damage as Lawrence has just tried to recover. Is it too little, too late?
Oh, now look at this. Just feet on the side of that man. And look, Rev's not wearing any boots, man. He's just digging his nails into the side.
It looks like a medieval stretching device, a crucifix in the middle of the ring. I mean, Damone and the Dark Reverend just decimating, picking apart Omar Amir.
Looking to pull him apart like a literal wishbone at Thanksgiving.
And guys, do you see how confident Damone Solavino is in there with Omar after picking up a win over the former heavyweight champion last week?
Well, why wouldn't he be? He holds a win over the former OVW champion.
Here we go, the double team maneuver.
Oh, guy, and look at that. Those feet of the Dark Rev.
Absolutely
Those
disgusting.
talon-like toenails just digging into the side of the face of Omar.
And as gross as it is, it's not going to be painful, but it's going to be demoralizing. And you're seeing the Fallen, they want to retain the titles, but they also want to torture their opponents. They want to embarrass their opponents. They want to demoralize their, Luscious Lawrence.
Goodness, Omar was mere inches away from getting the tag, but now Luscious Lawrence laid back out outside.
Luscious' head just smashing into the barricade, ripping out the concrete anchors.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey being shot out of a cannon, but now the Fallen guys back to the double team on Omar Amir.
Omar doing everything he can to keep his feet underneath him in the ring here.
Snapmare there by the Dark Reverend. The guys, from the get-go, this has basically been a handicap matchup with tags.
You're absolutely right. That's exactly what this has been. Omar Amir has been facing off against both members of the Fallen alone, and Luscious trying to do everything he can to rally.
Lawrence trying to get that tag, trying to get Omar to his corner, but guys, he got laid out by ZDP. Came out like a rocket, hit him with that championship in the very beginning, and this led to the Fallen again, been in there alone with Omar this entire time to have their way with him. And again, Omar cannot power his way out of the corner. Ooh!
Hang on, or he might be able to. Omar now fighting for his life in the corner of the Fallen.
Desperation maneuvers, is it gonna be enough? Just laid out the Nephilim.
Now the Rev in illegally here.
The Rev, though, getting tossed out. Getting tossed over that top rope. No DQ. He was not the legal man.
Almost took out a cameraman in the process. Everybody needs to watch out when the Fallen are in the ring.
Jamone, reversal of the Irish whip from Omar, and beautiful belly to belly. Since
Look at that, just
flying.
powering him over.
But guys, that took all his strength. That took all he had left in the tank. Can he get to the corner?
Oh, he's gonna make the tank. Oh!
Inches away, and the Reverend stole that miracle that Omar Amir needed.
Oh, Luscious chasing him around. We'll be right back.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
He's been fighting from underneath this entire time. He hasn't gotten a tag this entire time.
No, but he just got close there, and Rev, whatever type of foresight, wherewithal he had, threw a back elbow. It drew Lawrence in.
And now they're chewing on him.
They're just taking turns biting Omar Amir.
Like so many concession hot dogs.
And Josh, to your point, Omar Amir was close to getting a tag pulled away. That's been the story since Luscious Lawrence was able to pull himself up to the apron after getting blasted with the championship at the open of this matchup.
Oh, hang on, look. Damone wanting to make a wish on his own.
Oh, God.
And that's got to pull at the MCL, the ACL, the PCL. I mean, that could do irreparable damage to that knee.
You see the Nephilim mocking the crowd and now mocking Luscious Lawrence.
Just kicking him away from his own corner further and further.
These demons like to demoralize, guys. They like to get in the mind of their opponents. Beating them is one thing. Ripping at their psyche is a total different thing. It gives them a sick power high. And right now, you're seeing the happiness on Damone Solavino's face.
Now look at this, just contorting the body of Omar Amir and going right back after that knee, that quadricep area.
I don't know if we've ever seen Omar Amir in this much jeopardy, guys. I mean, the Fallen have really taken it to Omar Amir.
They have
picked away at this poor
I would
man.
say methodically picked him apart.
Oh.
But it's beyond that. They have savaged the man. They have savaged the former champion.
And look at Reverend Ronnie Roberts taunting Luscious Lawrence. And again.
Hang on, Shawna Reed.
That sick but successful strategy of the Fallen, using that distraction. Again, they're not all there upstairs, but they can still strategize in these tag team matches.
Lawrence saw Shawna trying to come in here, got out of the ring, so he broke away Shane's chest. Shawna managed to get back up, but you have to wonder, what did the Fallen have in mind there?
I'm wondering, what does the Reverend have in mind here? Look at Demented just grinding his hips in the face of Omar Amir.
Hang on now. Omar with shots to the midsection, chops to the chest.
They might have spent a little bit too long toying with their food because Omar Amir is rocking.
Oh, Omar Amir is fighting tooth and nail, trying to get out of this and trying to get.
Oh! He takes down the Rev, but can he make the tag?
Can he capitalize here? Can he get that much-needed tag on Luscious Lawrence? He's right there.
It's
just
his
a foot
fingertips away. He made the tag.
Luscious Lawrence in, the legal man. Ooh, the king of the house of juice. In to squeeze some grapes, in to squeeze some demonic grapes.
And Luscious has been chomping at the bit to get his hands on the Fallen.
The man from Thunder Island with all the fire in his heart.
Lawrence, man who wants to drive a spear through the heart of the Fallen, the group who stole months of his life, stole months of his career earlier this year. Oh! Dub. You got to think Lawrence also not just fighting for himself, fighting for Crixus, who the Fallen sent home, guys. Sent home injured after driving him through that barbed wire table. Oh! Look at that! Double famous, they're off the top rope.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, but Shawna Reed now. Shawna Reed in the ring and just staring down Luscious. Look at this.
Water, sir.
Luscious has got her up.
Hold on, is he gonna one-night stand Shawna Reed? The Fallen protecting their witch, as it were. Getting Shawna Reed out of danger.
She was but a second away from being drilled through the mat with that one-night stand, and now Solavino looking to maybe have one of his own.
Is he trying to add insult to injury here, trying to hit the man with his own maneuver?
He does.
Look at the strength on Solavino. Good Lord.
Oh, look at this now. That unnatural strength out of Damone.
2 count, 2 count. Looks like Damone's one-night stand is not as good as Lawrence's. Lawrence able to get the shoulder up at 2.
Lawrence has perfected the maneuver.
And he knows what it takes to get it done. But now look at this. Both members of the Fallen in, but hang on. Omar making his way into the ring.
Guys, I think it's the first time in the match, except for the very beginning, all 4 men were actually in the ring.
Omar Amir took a little bit of time to gather his bearings, and now both members of the Fallen down on the mat in big trouble.
You see Omar right back in the fight, though, wanting the tag, and right back in, got that second win. He's gonna need it.
Cleaning house over every member of the Fallen.
Well, Omar has his own issues with the members of the Fallen. And right now, he's taking out a lot of pent-up aggression on the 2 of them.
Well, guys, I said he was coming in with the second win. He's coming in like a freaking
Wait a
hurricane.
second here.
Oh, my God.
Just power bombing the Nephilim into the Rev.
Corner bomb into the Reverend. Hold on. A second one for good measure.
Folds him up. Oh, I thought that was 3.
Good
2
God.
3/4. That should have been it.
This is the one alternate universe where that was not a 3 count. How? How?
He just gestured. It's ZDP. Oh, you see him there in the bottom corner of your screen. What's he doing?
Shawna Reed causing the distraction again. The Detroit Demon back out here. Come on.
Oh, shot from the championship belt into Omar Amir.
Come on, no. Are you kidding me? And now ZDP getting out of dodge. Are you kidding me?
Luscious makes the save.
Lawrence in to save it. Omar Amir was almost out there, guys. The championship belt used again.
Right in the nick of time, the king of the juice comes flying in. And now laying heavy hands on the Nephilim.
Sweeping the legs, now dropping the ham hocks down on the face of Solavino.
Hang on, but look at the corner of your screen there. ZDP back up. He has another championship.
Reverend.
Sitting Omar Amir. Oh, wait. Omar speared ZDP. He took out Shawna.
Omar. That's not what the Reverend had in mind. Oh, and neither was that. Somehow Omar Amir ducking and dodging and getting out of the Fallen's plan, guys.
I guess demon or not, the Jewels are still in trouble.
Oh.
Belly suplex out of Omar.
Now the rest of him is
one-night stand. One-night stand out of freaking nowhere. Guys, this is breaking down. We might have new tag team champions here.
Omar's got the Rev set up for it. Hang on. Island time onto Damone.
Here we go. We got new tag team champions. We've got new tag team champions.
Winners and new OVW Tag Team Champions, Luscious Lawrence and Omar Amir.
Guys, the Fallen took months of of Luscious Lawrence's career away, took months of his life away, but tonight, Luscious Lawrence and Omar Amir took the OVW Tag Team Champions away from the Fallen.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't going to be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was going to be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
Haley, it's getting closer, Haley. It's almost time for me to expose the darkness inside of you. And when I do, Haley, not only myself, but the whole entire world will fall.
And now, the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
Conquistador away! Conquistador away! Conquistador of the He's tapping! He's tapping!
Your winner, Conquistador!
The Conquistador did it! Oh my God! It's Cal Hero! It's Cal Hero! Cal Hero! It's a Conquistador! The Conquistador!
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money, all of the money.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the OVW Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Queens, New York, she's the unstoppable danger, Leila Gray! And her opponent, from Macon, Georgia, she is the OVW Women's Champion, the Fighting Siren, Shaloncé Royale!
Well, guys, the origin tale of this song is pretty straightforward. Weeks ago, we saw Shaloncé Royale challenge Leila Gray for the OVW Women's Championship in a successful attempt. And since then, Shaloncé's been calling herself the Queen of OVW until just a couple weeks ago when Leila Gray showed up looking to regain that throne and that title.
Well, until she does so, Shaloncé can rightfully claim her spot as the Queen of OVW with zero argument, especially from me.
Leila Gray wants back what she feels is rightfully hers, and that is the OVW Women's Championship.
And here we go, guys. Starting out, OVW Women's Championship on the line. No loss of love between these two guys. And we saw just weeks ago Shaloncé singing to the audience saying, Leila's not here, Leila sucks, Shaloncé is better. And Johnson, correct me if I'm wrong, is there anything more frustrating for a performer to not be able to respond, to have trash talking about them when they're not even there to defend themselves?
Yeah, coming out here and going into, talking about me, talking about you, and you know that we're not in here. I mean, it's kind of cowardly. You got to think, she hit Leila with the championship the last time that they were here. She sucker punched her.
Absolutely.
So Leila's definitely got an axe to grind.
Absolutely, but you also got to think Shaloncé might be in Leila Gray's head a little bit with the taunts, with the championship attack. I mean, there's a multitude of reasons where Leila might have a little doubt in her mind that Shaloncé Royale might have her number tonight, or at least might have an advantage going into this championship matchup.
Leila Gray, there's a very good chance that she may be coming into this match a little overconfident. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that she's overconfident at all. Leila Gray knows what she's capable of.
Jeez, Leila Gray just shoving down Shaloncé, guys. They don't teach you that in any wrestling school. That's something you just do when you're at. Oh, fisherman suplex.
Leila Gray has an intangible it factor, and she's showing that to Shaloncé Royale right now.
And another fisherwoman suplex, Brian.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it impressive. I'll call it, and I think Shaloncé would call it painful, getting out of the way here.
Shaloncé rolling to the outside to catch a breather.
Did she just sing shut up?
She just said shut up, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And I've heard shut up a lot.
Yeah, no, I've heard, Steve, you've been told to shut up a lot. That's probably the nicest version you've heard. But
By far.
I think Shaloncé saying she's done with this. She's getting out of Dodge. Oh, hold on.
Shaloncé taking her time. She knows she has a 10 count before she loses this match.
Smart.
That's smart strategy there.
You're absolutely right. I mean, maybe wanting to slow down this match to her pace, wanting to dictate as she sees herself as the queen of OVW.
We know, and that's the thing. There's a thing called the champion's advantage, Brian.
Oh, God.
You know, Shaloncé doesn't necessarily have to beat Leila to retain her championship. Leila has to beat Shaloncé in the ring.
You're absolutely right. If Shaloncé gets counted out, disqualified, she may lose the match, but she will not lose her championship. And Leila Gray looking to make sure that does not happen.
Hold on, she might just lose right now. Hold on. 2 count there, and Josh, you're right. She has to beat Shaloncé. Shaloncé doesn't have to beat Leila, but Leila Gray doing a pretty good job of beating Shaloncé around right now, if nothing else.
Well, Shaloncé rolling to the outside. Again, a smart move, but here we go with Leila Gray.
And honestly, that's a good idea for Shaloncé.
Oh, that could have been a good strategy there. She baited her, got her to come out.
And Leila Gray calls herself the unstoppable danger. Means she feeds off momentum. Shaloncé not allowing her to build a lick of it. Always cutting her off with the pass.
You're absolutely right. Shaloncé Royale has not been in OVW long, but she is a very, very wise.
Overhand chop right to the sternum.
A very wise professional wrestler is Shaloncé Royale, not taking anything away from Leila Gray, but she's not in there with a slouch.
Absolutely not. And guys, you saw Country Boy Brewing there in the background selling their beautiful elixirs tonight. But God,
huge pump kick.
I think Leila Gray might need some beautiful elixir after that pump kick to the teeth. Shaloncé looking for the win here. She might have it. 2 count there, guys. And, you know, it might be a little hard for Leila Gray to chew her Thanksgiving dinner after that boot to the face from Shaloncé Royale.
Mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce for her. That's it.
Leila is rocked right now, and Shaloncé now trying to take advantage.
You guys, just want to give it, while we're having one here, just want to say thank you to our sponsor, Dano Seasoning, for sponsoring Thanksgiving Thunder. Great to have you guys back as a partner this year. I'm glad to have all you guys here for our yearly Gobble Knocker Thanksgiving Thunder. Thank you so much for watching. And hold on, Shaloncé Royale looking to knock her gobble. Oh, Leila Gray out of the way, guys.
Nobody home. She had it scouted. Shaloncé just right back into the buckle.
Leila Gray, no dummy. She knows what to expect from the champ, and right now she's got the champ in firm control here.
Look at the instincts of Leila Gray. The second there's an opening to capitalize with that kick, and now, some vicious clotheslines following up.
Leila Gray taking the fight to Shaloncé Royale, charges in, Sling Blade takes her down.
Beautiful maneuver, guys. We might just be moments away from Leila Gray singing the swan song of Shaloncé Royale's championship reign.
How long you had that one loaded in the chamber?
I wrote it down a few weeks ago.
Oh! Charges in, knee to the jaw.
Shaloncé Royale might be in trouble here. Leila going for a bulldog, but hold on. Shaloncé holding on.
Shaloncé manages to get out, drops Leila Gray.
Shaloncé folding Gray in half, but is that enough to get a 3 count?
Maybe a little bit of desperation in that backdrop there by the champ, but it worked. And right now, both ladies on the mat.
Shaloncé Royale going for the pin, not having to move far to go for that pin attempt, but also forcing Leila Gray to use that energy to kick out, guys. Good move there by the champ, but still got a long way to go if you're looking to put away the unstoppable danger.
Leila trying to fight out of it, snapmare it over. Shaloncé maybe taking a little bit too much time here. Don't let Leila get her legs back under her.
Hold on. Oh,
Spear!
my God! She got under Shaloncé, that's for sure.
Oh.
2 count, guys. I think Shaloncé had to kick that on instinct there. You can literally see the B major leaving her throat as she was speared by Leila Gray.
I think the entire arena was convinced that we had a new OVW Women's Champion. Shaloncé somehow able to kick out there.
I was convinced we had a new Women's Champion.
Leila Gray trying to become a 3-time OVW Women's Champion, guys. Can she? Oh, DDT! That's going to be it.
Down.
We've got a new champion, guys. It's 3rd time.
Too close to the ropes. Beautiful maneuver there by the champ.
Smart ring awareness by our champion.
Shaloncé Royale somehow had the wherewithal to grab that rope, guys. I don't even know if she knows where she is. She might have just been grabbing.
Anything she can to break that referee's count and keep her championship. And she's digging at the eyes now. Just shoving her thumbs into the eyes of Leila Gray. Look at the desperation.
Going to be hard to fight when you can't see.
Leila Gray blinded now. You see Shaloncé apologizing to the referee. Oh, you kidding me? What's Shaloncé doing?
Hang on.
She got that championship.
Right to the side of the head of Leila Gray.
Ref didn't see a thing. Ref didn't see it. Shaloncé picking up the win.
Your winner, and still OVW Women's Champion, Shaloncé Royale!
Guys, the ref didn't see, but the crowd sure did. Shaloncé Royale used that OVW Women's Championship to cheat and pick
How
up the
dare
win.
they boo this woman? This crowd has terrible taste. Get on your feet and applaud.
Can someone turn his mic off, please?
Shawna, I really just feel bad for you, honestly, because you got something going on inside of you that you just can't get past, you know? But let me tell you something. You can't bring Haley J back to the darkness, because I've been working on me and my mental and being a positive person. The old me's just really outdated. So I need the real Shawna Reed to hear me when I say, you still messing with Hollywood Haley J, and I don't play.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Huh. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From India, he is the Indian Lion, Mahabali Shera! And his opponent, from south of Wall Street, he is the OVW National Heavyweight and OVW Heavyweight Champion, Cash Flow!
The crowd divided here, guys. Both men so popular with the OVW faithful. Both men have put in stellar performances night after night after night. They left it all in that very ring in the historic Davis Arena. And tonight, Cash Flow and Shera, one-on-one for the OVW Heavyweight Championship, one of the most storied and prestigious championships in all of professional wrestling.
The time for talk is over. Finally, these two men, these two behemoths, go face to face.
And guys, the road Shera has traveled to get here, recovering from injury, losing his National Heavyweight Championship to his former best friend, recovering, getting back, earning the championship opportunity, only to have it challenged by the Outrunners again. Finally here, where the light shine the brightest. Can he get it done, Josh?
Well, Cash knows that Shera is one of the toughest opponents he has ever faced. This is not the first time these two men have faced off before. The last time this happened, I was out there with Cash, and I can tell you right now, Cash told me afterwards, no one has hit me nearly as hard as Shera in my entire career.
There's an electricity in this building, guys. There's a feeling right now. I know you guys can feel it. We are about to go. We are about to see a classic.
Guys, called a big fight field, but I don't know with the size of these men if that's even a big enough term. This is a kaiju size fight. Here we go, collar elbow tie-up starting out here.
Both men jockeying for advantage. Cash trying to use his lower center of gravity and weight to keep Shera
Really
driving him backwards.
Really a test of strength here, a test of dominance. So Josh, let me ask you, say you lose this early on, say you're the weaker man in this test of strength. Does that demoralize you moving forward? Does that give the other guy an advantage moving into this matchup?
No, it just lets you know of where you're at in that situation, how to get out of that. If the man tries to get you into another collar and elbow and drive you back, you need to drop to a knee, switch under, do something to get out of his way. And look at this now. Shera backed into the corner by Cash.
Steve, when's the last time we saw someone overpower Shera
I was
like that?
about to say, I don't know if I've ever seen Shera just pushed back into a corner like that, but that's where that low center of gravity from Cash Flow, the impeccable balance of both of these men.
The stare of disbelief on Shera's face, I think, tells the tale, guys. He's never been overpowered like that. He is not used to dealing with a mastodon like Cash Flow, because usually Shera is the mastodon in these matches.
You know, when I said earlier, Cash told me that no one's hit him nearly as hard as Shera. I can tell you this, Cash Flow is no slouch. He left welts and bruises all over the body of Mahabali Shera the last time these two faced off.
Here we go now, Shera backing Cash Flow down into the corner. Guys, the champions forced down into a squat in the corner. And there we go, tensions starting to boil over.
This match started with utmost respect, but this might be boiling over into a fight, gentlemen.
Anytime you're in the ring with Cash Flow, you're in for a fight, Steve.
And guys, you think about last week, Shera said he didn't know if he could trust Cash Flow. Already so much tension. I mean, so much was on the line. Shera's own championship opportunity on the line with Cash Flow, which is partner. Already sowed seeds of dissent between these two, now leading to this matchup. But even in that, Josh, if you remember, there were some disagreements. There were some hard tags, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Shera wins this OVW title. He becomes #1 contender for the OVW National Heavyweight Championship, and that's what Shera really wants. He gains that psychological edge over Cash in that situation.
Absolutely, you give him a psychological advantage moving forward. You give him a moral advantage moving forward, knowing that he has that one victory. But on that same token, Cash Flow, he is a veteran. He's one of the best the sport has ever seen. You lose to him once, it's going to be harder to lose to him the second. It's hard to be harder to beat him the second time because he's got you scouted.
Well, right now, these two men are at a stalemate.
Neither man wanting to give too much in this, not wanting to go full bore. Because guys, when you go full speed, you can make a mistake. And neither one can afford that.
Look at that clothesline from Cash.
Oh, God.
Neither men leaving their feet. This is like two semi-trucks on I-65 just going head to head.
And just, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like two monster trucks just bumping into each other. No man has left his feet yet.
Neither man wanting to give up an inch in this battle, and let's be honest, that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a war of attrition between these two men.
You're not going to see any flips. You're not going to see anything fancy. You're going to see two of the strongest men Davis Ring has ever seen battling it out tonight. Hold on.
Look at this.
And now Cash Flow leaving his feet for the first time in this match.
I have never seen Cash Flow slammed with such authority.
Me either. But Cash now, hang on, showing that he's no slouch.
Oh, Cash returning the favor, the impact of these.
Near 300 pounds is Mahabali Shera.
Look at that look of disbelief on Shera's face. Getting right back up and they're running right back into each other. You got to think at some point, guys, frustration settling in on both men a little bit, and they're just kind of going into it now. No real strategy, just trying to chip away at the other. Oh, God.
Both men booting each other in the mouth had the same idea.
Folks, we'll be right back with this main event.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
Hang on.
Oh, my God!
You had to hear that through my microphone.
Just tried to cave in the chest of Mahabali Shera is Cash Flow.
Tried to, might have damn well succeeded there. Hold on. Oh, God. God. Just taking those chops on the world tour.
I'll tell you guys, I took one of those chops. I blacked out for a week.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there. It was awesome. You dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Guys, hold on. Cashflow might be looking for that payload.
Oh, if Cash manages to nail this payload, that's all over but the crying for Mahabali Shera.
Well, he's already caved in his chest. Might as well go the rest of the way here.
Well, during the break, they just beat each other from pillar to post, man.
It's been a bar brawl minus the bar. But guys, Shera getting out of dodge there, getting out of harm's way, and Cashflow looking a little frustrated now.
Though Shera managed to stick his head through, but Cash cuts him off at the pass with a knee.
Cash had it scouted, great counter, and now a counter by Shera.
And guys, as powerful, as strong
Wait a
as
second,
Shera is.
Shera's going up.
Shera not accustomed to going to that top rope, but hold on.
You can see a little bit of instability there, a man that size.
And that hesitation cost him. Cashflow caught him, and are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The power of Cashflow.
Cashflow just suplexed Shera. Are you kidding me? 2 counts, Shera able to get the shoulder, but did you see the frantic nature of Shera? Do that kick out. He's never been that vulnerable.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. I don't think Shera even knew what was going on there for a split second, man. He's never been put in that position.
He's never been in a suplex as far as I've seen here in OVW, so this is all brand new to him.
Shera losing his composure for the first time that any of us can remember at the hands of Cashflow. But guys, if there's one man who's going to beat you to the point that you feel, I mean, just demoralized, you feel like there's no upside, it's freaking Cashflow.
Cash now just raining down blows into the temple of Mahabali Shera. Trying to soften him up, weaken him up.
Okay.
Just put press, nope.
Holding his arms to the mat, the shoulder still.
You think Cashflow knows these pins are not going to give him the victory, but still making Shera exert more energy, making him use all the fuel in the tank.
That's exactly what it is. That's what he's doing.
And guys,
Cashflow is trying to impose his will on Mahabali Shera here.
And that
He's
might
not
be
trying to. He is imposing
That's
his will.
the advantage Cashflow has here. Shera strong, powerful, but the veteran advantage, that knowledge base has to go to Cashflow.
Sends Cash in the corner, charges in with the clothesline. You can see the welts on the chest of Mahabali Shera from here.
Shera's chest is red as Cash's tights.
Welts are not right now. He's got the champ reeling. Is he going to be able to take that extra step and pick up the win here?
Sending Cash from one side of the ring to the other, but nobody home for the poke. He tried to spear him. He may have separated his shoulder on that post, that turnbuckle there.
Yeah, the pool was empty, minus that big pole that Shera ran right into.
The guys, Cashflow taking a little bit too much time, though. Could have capitalized a little
this.
quicker, but oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Solan's holding that shaft.
He's got a cross arm breaker. Look at that, he's got a cross arm breaker in now.
Cash saw Shera favoring that shoulder, might as well painted a bullseye on it, that veteran eyes of Cash.
Cash trying to use leverage here. He's got that elbow locked in place, trying to pull back with both of his arms. Shera's in a bad position.
Cashflow, not typically a mat technician, but Steve right now using that very effectively on Shera, taking out that the attack of that left-handed Shera.
You see the pain etched across the face of Mahabali Shera.
Hang on, stacks him up.
Penny combination, that could have been it.
He's got that arm all the way out, though. Look at that. Look at the way the wrist is positioned in this. He has locked that elbow completely out. Shera's in a really, really bad way, guys.
He just needs a little bit better position, and he might be able to break the arm.
Oh, my God.
Cashflow using all that upper body strength, but somehow Shera able to lift out of this, fighting out of it, trying to get some sort of leverage.
The headbutting the back of the leg, the hamstring of Cashflow.
Right, when the going gets weird, you got to get desperate. Shera striking out with whatever appendage he can.
Shera now favoring that arm. Yeah, that's giving him trouble right now.
Oh, it'll give him trouble for a long time. Cashflow, one of the strongest men in all of professional wrestling.
Shera favoring that arm. We saw Cashflow grabbing that thigh. Shera might have hurt the means of conveyance of Cashflow. Oh, God.
Cash cuts him off with a short elbow right behind the ear.
Shera trying to rile himself up here. The Indian Lion trying to get his roar on.
Charges in, Cash throws a line, ducks it. Hang on, Shera tried to go for the sky high there.
Couldn't get him up, though. That hurt arm that Cashflow extended earlier, hyper-extended earlier. Shera's arm just too hurt to get that low down.
Oh, good Lord.
Beautiful impact there. Cashflow thinks he's got it.
That has put away everybody that has suffered through it. Shera somehow able to kick out.
Cash just throws his body through the air. It's like being hit with a Boeing 747.
The thing is, when Cashflow would do that to a normal man, they would be in the hospital for a week. Shera somehow got this shoulder up after 2 seconds.
If he did that to me, I'd evaporate.
I mean, that's just a testament to the drive, the determination, and willpower of Shera. But listen to the OVW faithful.
The OVW faithful strongly behind the OVW heavyweight and national heavyweight champion right now. But Shera now got some life in him, got to his feet.
And Cash might have thought that Shera was going to be down for a little bit longer than that.
Cash moving a little slow, moving a little more gingerly after this hellacious matchup, guys.
No, there's no way. Shera's trying to get Cash up on his shoulders. Oh my God!
Second rope Samoan drop, are you kidding me? Shera just drove Cash through the mat.
Over 600 pounds flying through the air.
That's gotta be it.
Cash kicks out. Cash kicks out.
How in the hell did he do that?
I think Shera is asking that exact same question. Second rope Samoan drop from these two absolute kaijus. And somehow Cashflow getting the shoulder up at 2. Guys, we're watching Godzilla fight King Kong right now and go off that second rope with a Samoan drop. We're watching these two battle it out and give everything they've got and then some.
I have never seen anyone at all do that to Cash. I've never seen anyone manhandle Cash the way that Shera has been.
The raw strength of Mahabali Shera, the raw strength of both men is a sight to behold, and we are fortunate enough to see it here tonight in our main event.
Shera, the hair down, the composure gone, the energy up. He's looking for that lowdown if he can hit it on Cash. Got him up!
Sky high!
Is that enough? Shera did it! Oh, Shera beat Cash!
Your winner and new OVW Heavyweight Champion, Mahabali Shera!
Shera's the Indian Lion and now the OVW Heavyweight Champion.